What is it that compels two people to one another? Is it shared adventures? Or time spent practicing French on car rides?
Je n'ai rien acheté ce matin.
Or maybe any of the number of random memories? Perhaps it's just the right amount of all the above. If you couldn't tell by now, this is it. This video is the proposal. No, we're not watching the 2009 rom-com. This is our proposal. And if this video wasn't enough, this is no ordinary get-down-on-one-knee proposal. No. Because for someone so special, it's only fitting that the ring, box, and event themselves are so uniquely perfect for the task. So, circle the date, because today, you're going to see how I made these. And hopefully say yes. Before we get to the ring, I feel like we're missing a step. The box. Let's not overlook this unsung hero. Boxes are often afterthoughts, the discarded part of a successful delivery, and undoubtedly their role is often transitory. After all, an engagement box that forever houses a ring is a sad story. But the box both protects and transports the ring. We need a good box. Call me Teddy Roosevelt today because I'm getting out the big stick. This jumbo piece of American walnut came from a tree on my grandpa's childhood farm in Iowa. He hauled it around for a while, and because my dad evidently didn't want it, it got passed to me. I've been saving it for a special occasion, and I can't imagine one more so than this. I'm working in the snow today because sometimes things gotta get done. And step one is to figure out what we're working with. I lopped off this appropriately sized piece, which has a beautiful grain pattern and some fun surprises. The build of this box follows my favorite woodworking design. 4 equal sides, 2 equal tops, all sealed together before eventually being cut open. Today, more than any other day, we're crafting with precision and accuracy, which is accomplished on the front end with a combination of table saws, guides, and careful measurement. And on the back end with a horribly nerve-wracking glue-up and a lot of sand. To secure the top to the bottom, I made this little square insert, which fits very nicely, before giving everything a good finish. For an exquisite finish, we need to get into a certain mindset. Gomme lac, appliqué à tampon ou French polish. Oh là là. C'est fait avec de la gomme lac sèche, mélangée de la colle. On l'applique une couche très fine en un temps environ 1 heure entre chaque couche. Et ça donne une finition super brillante. Très beau. Last but not least, we need a way to hold the ring. So I'm making this little slotted wheel. A couple leather pads, faux of course, make for a nice ring cushion, and just for fun I'm mounting this piece on a very small ball bearing, which I'm then press fitting into the bottom of the box so the ring spins. And voila, here it is. I think it's about time we figure out what's in this box.
What's in the box?
Go ahead, open it. What sort of trick is this? The unopenable box. This certainly poses a dilemma, doesn't it? Well, maybe I can describe to you what's in the box. Walking, literally, into this, I knew very little, but I understood functionally a ring is 2 things, a metal ring and a stone. And rather than buy any one of the millions of pre-cooked options, I wanted to make it myself. Plus there was some financial incentive to cut out the margins. She wants a ring that cost how much? I had to start from the ground up to carefully understand and craft each component. Number 1, you already know where I'm going. Theft. Before you ask, no, I didn't get you something from the Louvre. For the past year or so, there have been no shortage of hints. Using those pictures as inspiration, I began shaping a design. There were obvious elements. Everything centers around a single prominent diamond, set into a pronged bowl. But then there were more subtle but meaningful aspects, like the prongs are radially symmetrical to follow the cut of the stone, and each gap between each prong is deep enough to expose the rim of the diamond. For metal, as you might assume, it's a choice between silver and gold. Well, Actually, no. Silver tarnishes and is too soft, so it's kind of a dud for engagement rings. Pure gold is also too soft and malleable, so it's mixed with another metal like nickel or copper to get things like white gold or rose gold. And then there's this dark horse, just off to the side. Platinum. Platinum is stronger and denser than gold. It doesn't tarnish like silver, and it's a pure element, which means it only comes in this color, but thankfully you wanted silver. Now that we have the metal sorted, stone. Let's start with the question everyone's asking.
You natural, you from the lab?
Lab all the way, because money and science. The other big decision on stones, as I'm sure you've heard, are the big 4 C's. They give you all these statistics on a sheet like this, which looks kind of cool, but it's really hard to read. By far the biggest decision is carat, which is most directly linked to price. The other C's, I think, are mostly a pricing ploy, but as you would imagine, the better rating, the higher the price. When picking the diamond out, I chose what looked balanced, rather than setting a budget and then getting the biggest stone possible. Hold up. You may have noticed that wax ring in the last shot. Yeah, it turns out making an engagement ring from scratch is 1, really expensive, and 2, time-consuming. And this project was already running over timeline, so I got some help. I found a company downtown that does exactly this work. So, while I wasn't the one personally casting, setting, and polishing the ring, I got to review CAD models, test out the wax printing, and make a few friends along the way. They got my money. Our money. What do you say we have a look at this thing? Oh, that's right. The whole issue with the box. Don't worry, it's confusing to a lot of people. Because this box has a secret. On the cover of Night, before I finished everything, I drilled 4 very precise holes around the box, each with a little shoulder that fits a pin. These pins, which are actually cut down shelving pins, slide freely in these holes to range from fully extended to fully retracted. I then plug these holes, doing my best to match the color and grain of the wood, to completely hide them once finished. These pins, when extended, slide into holes in the lid. So no matter which way the box is rotated, at least 1 pin protrudes to hold the lid in place. That means you can fiddle with it, throw it, give it a good tug, and the lid will not budge. It's only when you use a little physics and give the box a spin that you can finally reveal what's inside. Your dad told me that I needed a symbolism for each of the 8 prongs of the ring, something that each one represents. Yes, he did get the preview. So, in the same way this walnut wood has been passed through generations, your family. Whether I'm on my feet all day in the shop or losing to you in a race, it's active. Going through a Wattfahrt in Germany or trying out a new build, it's a chance for learning. 1 prong for the commitment to explore, another for a taste in fine design. I like getting to build something that's built to last, to endure. And all those hours spent sanding are oh so deliberate care. And come on, this thing's just downright sexy. You joke that I love wood more than you, but I prefer to see it as parallels. So, with that, what do you say? Will you marry me?